Did Lego steal somebody's idea? Okay, I know that sounds a little hyperbolic and probably is, but I don't know if you're a fan of Lego Technic, but I am, and I have been since probably the mid to late 2000s when I got my first set as a Christmas present. And although I have a lot of appreciation for larger Lego sets, larger Lego Technic sets as well, I have a fondness for those small sets, an admiration for what people are able to create and pack into such small, little packages. And so a couple of years ago, I was looking online for some B models, C models, things that the community had made from Lego Technic that was advanced, right? Something with a lot of different little functions packed in. And I came across something that interested me. It was not Lego Technic, it was System rather. But this year, I saw that Lego had released the pictures, the spoilers, if you will, for the Lego Technic sets coming up in January of 2024. And amongst these was a set that I was really excited about and still excited about. In fact, I'm going to reverse engineer it, but I recognized it and I recognized the function that it was using. It is a garbage truck, specifically the Mack LR electric garbage truck. Very fascinating set in and of itself. It's like $30 or something like that when it comes out. I have no idea, but the point is I had seen this somewhere before. Well, I went back, did a little bit of research, did a little bit of digging online to see where I had seen it in the past, and I was able to find it. First of all, this is the garbage truck that Lego is making, right? So it is a really nice looking set. I love the combination of white and green. I love that green is making a comeback in Lego Technic. It was kind of shunned for a while. Then Lego picked up the John Deere license and started reproducing sets with that color, and now are introducing it elsewhere. I'm very happy for this because green is one of my favorite colors among Technic, although I rarely use it. But some of the interesting things about this set, actually, the most notable thing about this set is that side loader there, right? That looks really interesting. And at first glance, you might not understand exactly how it works, but I know how it works. And again, I've seen this before. So, like I said, I did a little bit of digging and I came across this. Now, right off the bat, color schemes are similar, but this is a garbage truck, right? This is actually a fairly common color scheme for city garbage trucks specifically. Usually where I am at, garbage trucks typically are darker colors, green, typically not greens, my bad, blues, reds, and things like that. But oftentimes when I'm further into the city, that's when I see more of these white style of garbage trucks. I imagine that's more popular elsewhere as well. Does it matter? No. But it's interesting because of the function that goes along with this. Again, it is a very simple function. And in fact, I would say it's done much cleaner here. Although, again, I don't own Lego's version of this set yet, so maybe theirs can tuck away too. But this is really well done. And at first, by the way, I love the pusher mechanism. I honestly wasn't sure if the Lego version was going to have that. It does not have a pusher. Instead, it tips the bed, which also makes sense. Several of these types of vehicles do this as well. But still, this fascinated me. Let's go ahead and finish that video. This person deserves all the credit that they can get. And what's interesting about this, what's most interesting about this is I know that Lego knows about this because it was submitted to Lego Ideas and it got 10,000 supporters. It was not approved, unfortunately, but that was in 2019. So it's just interesting that that happened and this set comes out. Because again, this is not a terribly complex function. It looks complicated at first, but once you actually start to understand exactly what is going on, it's a fairly simple, it's an elegantly simple function, and that's something that I admire, right? I don't think that functions necessarily need to be complex to be appreciated, but rather sometimes when you can tuck something into a small space or activate it in a very clever way, that is enough to make me happy, you know? Now, again, this is a fantastic looking set. I am not going to accuse Lego of technically stealing this idea because at the end of the day, it's a mechanism. It's like writing a piece of music. Many people borrow the same kinds of ideas. This, at the end of the day, is a very different platform built on the Technic frame, but I imagine Lego at least had some idea of what they were doing, thought, hey, this is a really cool function. See if you can fit this in, Mr. Technic team, you know? And so, yeah. I will say I plan on getting this if I am able to afford it. Right now, finances are tight. This is not anything I'm worried about. But obviously in the future, I imagine this is not going to be the most expensive set in the world, but Still a really fascinating set. Again, 3 to 4 functions depending on how you want to see that grabber mechanism, that side loader, because it's kind of 2 functions in one. But essentially what it does is it grabs the can, and then as you continue to turn the gear that also grabs, it will then tip it in. Essentially it just deals through friction, basically. Or I guess you could also say it deals through weight. It can be both things. I'm not going to get into explaining this here. If I want to do a review of this set, I will in the future. Let me know if you want to see that in the comments when this comes out on January 1st, I believe. But yeah, with that said, it's definitely a very fascinating set. I also had a lot of people wondering, well, not asking me specifically, but I'd seen people wondering what piece this was used for the trash can. And I believe that's Mario, Lego Mario head pieces for like the Toad sets, just stacked on top of each other. I don't know. I don't own those sets, so I don't know how exactly they connect, but I imagine that's probably how it works. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe if you feel like it. You definitely don't have to, but again, we are building the community, so hey, why not? We're growing real quick anyway, so might as well become part of the group before it gets too big. With that said, make sure to check out the Discord, which will be linked in the description below, as well as Instagram, Patreon down there as well if you want to support the channel and get some perks. And of course, I will see y'all in the next one. Take care.